In this video I just want to explain a little bit about something that I've just learnt about in terms of composition of paintings, and that's something called rabatment. And I found it fascinating to see that I've already been using this in my paintings without knowing about it, and I just want to share it with you because I think it's a great way to compose paintings really easily. So this is what rabatment is. If we have our picture, which is in a normal sort of rectangle, if we take this side here and we bring it down to form a square, then anything we put on here or anything we put within here becomes the main focal point of the picture, and this area here is what is sort of left to support what goes on there. So we have a picture with a horizon, and we want to put a big tree on it or something that forms the focal point. We can put the tree here, and that will form a good place within the picture plane to put our focus because it's on that line. We can also put a house or something else within there. We've got other things, another bush over here, saying things like that, and it's all within this area of this square, which looks quite balanced with this area with not a lot going on in it. You have a few little bits and pieces going on in there, but if we have the main sort of elements and things in here with less going on here, then this square becomes the main focus, and this is the supporting element which just gives it extra dimension. So rabatment is either putting things on the line of the square, bring that down there, either things on the line of the square or within the square. And of course the square doesn't have to be on that side only. We can have a square that is on the other side as well. Or we can have a square which does both. It's on the right hand side and on the left hand side. So we bring a square down from here, and you have 2 points where you can put things. And the same here, so you can have one major focal point and one minor focal point. Or of course it works this way up as well, where you can have, in a portrait format, you can have a rabatment here, or of course the other way around and have it here in that square. So that just helps with composition, and it's quite an interesting way of seeing how your composition fits within the rectangular picture frame. And I just want to show you one or two of my own paintings where that has happened without me realizing that I've done it. So here's a painting that I'm working on just at the moment, and if we take the height of it here and find the square, I found that I've placed this tree trunk right on the square, right on the edge, and you can see that this part of the painting, there's not a lot going on in it. It's just supporting what's happening within the square. All the interest is happening within the square. If we cover that up and just form the square, then it's not such an interesting picture. We lose something from it. If we add this bit on, it adds the balance that's needed, but it doesn't need to have a lot of details going on within it. Here's another painting, and if we look at the rabatment on that, there's the height of it. Bring it across to here, and it's pretty much what we've got here. Now all the interest in the painting is in here, and what's left to the other side is just a bit of supporting area. So that supports what's going on in here. If we just made it the square, it wouldn't be such an interesting composition. We need this bit even though there's not much happening in it. Another painting, again if we take the square, it comes out to about here. Again, all the information is in this side of the painting within the square. There's not much going on over here, but we need this bit to support the whole sense of the picture. So that's the Rabatment. Why don't you try doing it? Why don't you try either composing paintings from it, or just take a look at some paintings you've done and see if you've been doing it already. I think it's a great tool, and I think it'll improve the composition of your paintings. See you next time.